We've got Gene Stefanyshyn, and Gene is our Senior Vice President for Innovation and Racing Development at NASCAR, and certainly one of the people squarely behind the continued development of our racing, particularly in the Sprint Cup Series. And Gene, obviously a very, very big day here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Opportunity for the teams to come in here and get a good test under their belts before we hit the track tomorrow for practice. So maybe just give your assessment, the goal of today's test, and from your vantage point, how you thought things went.
Yeah, I think today was really a day for the teams to get back on the track. We have the new package with the power optimization and the changes to the aero package. So have an adjustable track bar. Of course, we've put in safety features into the vehicle. It gives them a chance to get the drivers comfortable as new safety devices. So it's really time for them to get comfortable with the package, dial in their car. Bit of a cold day today, but you know, we'll talk to them, get their feedback. But so far, everything seems to be going quite well.
Okay, we'll take a couple questions for Gene. If you have one, we start right over here to the right. Jeff Gluck and Bob Pockris.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. Gene, the speeds were pretty comparable to what they were last year. I know it was a lot colder. Was that about what you expected they would be?
Yeah, we obviously today we've got some pretty cold, damp air, which engines really like. It's good for performance. As we talked to you last year, our intent was a holistic approach to the vehicle. So when we did back a bit of power off, of course, we took drag off the car. So essentially at 200 miles an hour, we gave about 80 horsepower back. So and we were suspecting the speeds would be, and times would be slightly slower, but we're seeing them to be about where they were last year. But last year, of course, we were here in August. So yeah, pretty much what we were expecting.
Bob?
Bob Pockris, ESPN. What would you see on Sunday that would make you feel good about this package?
Well, obviously, the wonderful thing would be to see a Chevy, a Ford, and Toyota across the checkered line all at the same time, and we couldn't tell who won the race. That would be our ideal situation. So what we're looking for is lead changes, a lot of passing, close competition, good, solid driving, and an enjoyable experience for our fans. Again, everything is to try to improve the quality of our racing for our fans.
Other questions for Gene? Let's go to Kenny Bruce right here in the middle.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Gene, do you have any idea exactly how much information you guys gained today, and how long will it be before you feel like you've sifted through all of that and gleaned everything from it that you can?
Well, Kenny, we collected all our data and used that to put together a package, and the package is put together in collaboration with our partners, the teams, the drivers, etc. So today, the amount of data we're collecting is very limited. The teams are collecting a lot of data. We're collecting data for timing and scoring system. But as we get into the races, we will be collecting and harvesting the data off of the race, and that's really where we really know what's going on, because it's really in a practice you don't have the same situation as in a race environment. So that'll be done after every race, and we'll be comparing it to what we had last year. So that's where that'll occur.
Let's go to Stan here in the middle.
Stan Creekmore with Competition Plus. I just want to clarify. In previous test sessions, teams didn't have to put a car through inspection. Did they have to put a car through inspection today?
No, they did not have to put a car through inspection today. I mean, that'll be occurring. This is essentially because we have a new package. I mean, they can if they want to check, but we're basically introducing a new package. So we give them an opportunity, all the teams, to become familiar with the car, get comfortable with it, and they're using this time to dial in their settings. So that's really what's occurring.
Anything else? Kelly, and then Bob, and then we'll finish with Bob.
Kelly Crano from PopularSpeed.com. Gene, to your left. If I can jump away from testing for a second, in the span of 48 hours after last weekend's accident, there was a couple tracks that came out talking about safer barriers. They're going to add safer barriers. How important or how pleased were you to hear that? And do you think it's important that the domino effect continues with more racetracks to come out and say, we're going to take a look at our facilities and what we need to do?
Yes, as you know, safety is a high priority for us. We pride ourselves on the safety of the cars and the performance of the vehicles, and we're in the midst of evaluating all the tracks and looking for interim and final solutions. So that's very, very important to us, and we've taken some activities here, or some initiatives here at this particular track to put ourselves in the best position possible. So that will be ongoing work. We will work with all our partners and our tracks to yield the quickest results as possible.
Back over here, finish up with Bob Pockris.
Bob Hocker, CSPN. What has been the feedback from the drivers today, and maybe also from the Goodyear test in January on this package? And do you anticipate potential rule changes during this year, or do you think any rule changes would come for 2016?
Yeah, I think it's, as you know, there are so many variables. Some of the teams getting their car to the right state. Some of them move along quickly, some not quite as quick. We have weather. So really, I would caution us from drawing any conclusions from, 1 or 2 hours on a track. We probably, realistically, you probably need 5 or 6 races of data points under your belt to draw any significant conclusions. Anything before that, I think, would be premature. So, we'll watch it, we'll measure it, we'll see what it's like, we'll collect everybody's input, and then we'll respond accordingly.
Well, Gene, thank you for coming in, and appreciate the time and the insight, and best of luck the rest of the weekend. Thank you, Gene.
Thank you very much.